Alright, now that our helmet's dry, we're ready to put our top coat on. Now the top coat's going to keep the metal from being rubbed off. The more you handle paint, the more it is going to come off. And being a display piece, it's going to get handled a lot, taking it on and off my head. So we want to make sure we have a good durable coat on it. There's a bunch of different ones you can buy. My favorite would probably be anything from Krylon with their triple lacquer. The problem with that is, sometimes with these metallizers, the aerosol spray when it comes out, if you haven't shaken it well enough, you can get all sorts of clumps. It'll start to haze and look really crappy, and then at that point you're just pissed off because you've wasted all your time and you have to repaint it. So anything like this that I've used that I've metallized, I like to actually finish it with an airbrush top coat. And some people are going to laugh, but this right here, Future Floor Finish, it's great. It's actually a tough acrylic protection. It's meant to seal up those little cuts in your floor, and if you spray it through an airbrush at about 35 psi and do it in light coats, you actually get a really nice durable finish on your helmet. And the best thing is, let it dry. The more coats you put on, the more high gloss. It's going to start off looking kind of matte finish, but the metallized comes right through, and we've already put about 2 coats on it. And as you can see, it hasn't lost any of its luster. So we're going to put another 2 coats on it, and then we'll let that dry. And this stuff dries pretty quickly. I mean, it's done in about 3 hours. So I'm going to go ahead and load up the airbrush here, and we'll go ahead and start shooting it. Put another coat on. And when you get a bottle like this, I mean, I've had this bottle for 5 years. I've probably only used a couple ounces of it. Spray a little out on the table there so we don't get run off. And go ahead and fill this up. Start to spill some on me here. Put the cap back on. Almost finished. It takes about 20 minutes to 25 minutes for this to get dry to the point where we want to put another coat on. And the nice thing is if you do it about 6 to 8 inches away from the helmet, you're not going to get it to clump up or anything like that. Because since it's not done with an aerosol, it's all shot through air. There's no extra chemicals into it that's going to make it haze. There we go. I mean, you can just see how shiny it looks too. We'll go ahead and hit that just a few more places. And clean out the airbrush. little bit of acetone. Because once this stuff starts to dry, it can get really sticky. And we're going to the acetone, a little water, so that's corrode. Yeah, that's gonna look real nice. And we'll go ahead and we'll just let this dry for about another 20-25 minutes. We'll probably put another, we'll take a look at it, see if it needs another coat. It's shining pretty nice right now. It might not need it. I was watching the movie the other day and it did look like it had a high gloss, so who knows, we'll probably have to add a little bit more to it. But, as you can see, it's not that hard. Get yourself a good airbrush and just practice, 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 and you'll get it down. While this is drying, the only thing else I got to do is I'm going to start working on this. This is the newest one that I've put together. It's a double barrel shotgun. And it's going to be inspired by Mass Effect, so the paint's going to be pretty detailed on it. I just have to figure out what colors I want to go with. I still need to sand it down, because anything that's got Bondo here on it, fill it in holes and gaps. We got to sand all that down and we'll get it primed up. And that'll be the next video. Alright.